Well, we have another instance of bad performances being blamed on an injury weeks after we haven't heard about it. This comes from Cooper Webb, who after Denver is now, let me see here, 20 points back on Jet Lawrence, who was tied with him at one point. But apparently that's from the last few weeks of him struggling based on a tear in his ulnar collateral ligament, his UCL, which is it's one of those funny things that like the same thing with Tomac weeks ago, and people just like, why is this a thing? Why is this a thing in this sport where weeks after something apparently gets injured, we hear about it now? He was doing great, tied, and he said on the broadcast, quote, "I have a thumb injury, tore my UCL, so just trying to do what I can. Last week we tore it even worse, so just kind of doing my thing, and it's frustrating when you can't perform. It's a bummer, but it is what it is. We're going to sit on the couch and cry about it. We're not going to sit on the couch and die about it. It sucks because this is like not that it changes anything. If he went out and said everybody, "Hey, I've got a torn ligament in his thumb," or if he came out and said, "I have a torn ligament in my thumb, I'm going to try as hard as I can. Results will be what results are." Everyone would be like, "That's awesome. Sucks. Try hard. If you do anything good, any podiums, whatever, it's going to look great because you're saying that you're injured and still trying hard." But then weeks after, you go from tied to now down 20, basically the championship's over, and you come out and say, "Oh, I've actually got an injury, so that's why things have been going bad." And I like Webb. This is not a me hating on Webb or Tomac or any of these people. I just don't understand the fact that why injuries have to be hidden. Like, I can understand in a sport like football, for all intents and purposes. If you come out and say, "Oh yeah, my knee's really bad," well, you get that one person who might want to hurt you and they hit you in the knee and, problems. But in this sport, it is a quote unquote contact sport. Like there is contact sometimes. But you're not gonna have somebody coming up and like punching you in the thumb or running into your hand on purpose, more than likely. So what purpose does it serve to hide injuries? I don't know. To me, this is just, it happens a lot. Every, couple, 2, 3 times a year, you'll have somebody come out and say, "Oh, I actually am injured. Oh, I've been dealing with this. Oh, actually, this has been going on. That's why it's not going as well as it was." I don't get the point of hiding injuries. On the fan, like, again, I'm going to make this argument again. The more that betting and fantasy work its way into any sport, especially this sport, the more people need to know what's going on. If you're putting Cooper Webb first in your fantasy every single week because he's doing really well, he's tied jet, he's going to win his title, and then the last few weeks you're like, "Well, where's this? What happened here?" And it's sad to say what it is. The more money and more betting get tied into this sport or any sport in general, the more this is actually relevant and necessary information. But I don't know. In the comments below, you guys tell me. One, do you think they should be able to hide it? They shouldn't have to say whatever it is. Two, do you think yes, because it is affecting some people's things like fantasy or whatever, that it should be a more transparent thing? Or three, you just don't care and you just like watching it either way. But whatever it is, comment down below. While you're down there, make sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the fun things this platform allows you to do because it really does help me out a lot, and I appreciate it. With that, I'll see you later. Peace.